moving on. So the Xbox One and Microsoft had, I would say, a decent E3. Nothing to write home to mom about, but they unveiled what they've been talking about for a while now, which is the Xbox Slim, which has been finally officially announced. It's 40% smaller, and it comes with 4K video and HDR support. The price will be $300 for the 500 gigabyte model. The 1 terabyte one will go for about $350, and for the 2 terabyte model, it'll be about $400. Ouch. That'll be going on sale around August, actually. So Microsoft finally confirmed that the Xbox Scorpio that's being made, that they said would be true 4K gaming and VR, the Xbox will be coming out within next year, and that it is a thing. Oh, and speaking of Xbox and VR, Bethesda, they're bringing out a VR Fallout 4, which, holy fucking Christ, I was hoping it was Skyrim, but goddamn it, I'll take a VR Fallout 4 any goddamn day. So that is being developed for Project Scorpio. I don't know if they're going to put it out on PlayStation 4 VR, they probably will, but they made that announcement for the Scorpio. So that you know, brought some eyes and attention to their conference for sure. Now we have the whole Gears of War, which will be returning to its classic gameplay and thought process and mechanics around it. The single player, of course, will be a co-op campaign in a hard mode. 3.0 mode, which was announced, which is a fan favorite classic, is returning. I played the first 2 Gears of War. I really dug those games. Third one was decent, at least to me it was. So I'm excited to see what this has to offer, and see if they'll lose my interest or bring me even more so into the fold. Now, a game that I'm really, really looking forward to is Sea of Thieves. The gameplay trailer was showed. It looks really cool. It was about playing with your friends in a first-person pirate game, exploring islands, ship-to-ship combat, cannons firing over the horizons. It's a very beautiful game. The graphics look amazing. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be one that I get. I got to get it. It's from Rare, by the way. Then there's the Scalebound, which they were showing off their co-op. And tell me why the guy in the trailer looked like a young Dante from the newest Devil May Cry, but just a little bit more cockier. He seemed like a real cocky son of a bitch. It also has, in this game, you're basically taking on giant mammoth-sized creatures and dragons. You also have creatures and dragons that like fight on your side. And it's going to be, I think, a pretty fun game, and I like to see where they go with this. It'll be like basically Xbox's version of Monster Hunter, but on a lot more larger scale, you could say. Ooh, and then, I know this guy's brought some hate to himself, you know, in the last few years because what happened with his Kickstarter with Mighty Number 9. But KJ Funo showed his new trailer for ReCore. It was showing off the mechanics of the robots that'll be in the game. You will be playing a human that puts cores and AI into these robots, and it was showing off each one of these different robots that you can interact with and what they do. It also showed some free running and parkour type aspects to the gameplay, which looked really cool. The scenery was very beautiful. They're definitely showing off what the Xbox can do graphically. And me, or does this guy seem to have a fetish when it comes to robots? I'm just saying, man. First Mega Man, then Mighty Number 9, and now ReCore. But it's looking to be something special. But he definitely has something going on with him and robots. But yeah, you're definitely playing a human in this one.
Japan just has a thing with robots.
Oh, they definitely do. You definitely hit the nail on the head with that one. Okay, next we have Dead Rising is making a comeback in the 4th installment, and it's looking like Frank West is coming back for this one, which I always thought he was the best protagonist in any of the games. It's always been my favorite going back to the first one. So I'm looking forward to see a little bit more of that. Halo Wars 2 was showing off what it's got going on, and some people liked it. Not a lot of people. Me and my brother had a field day with that game. I definitely dug the story behind it and everything else that was going on, and it was definitely unique for a game like a first-person shooter, a huge first-person shooter, to jump into something like a top-down strategy-based warfare, and it was definitely unique, and I'm looking forward to see what they can do with this one. State of Decay, the trailer announcement, and was dropped, and I love this game. I mean, I love the original. It's basically like Grand Theft Auto, but with a zombie apocalypse, and took it a little bit more seriously, and it seemed to be like something special. I really love that shit. So, and Tekken 7 will not just be PlayStation, but that bad boy is coming to Xbox. So if you're a fighting fan, rejoice, because we're getting a good fighter. We won't be just stuck on Mortal Kombat anymore.
Oh, wait. Just real quick on Tekken. Do you think they're going to do like they did back when, I think it was 360 and PlayStation 3 came out and they released fighting games and actually had different characters for them.
I don't
Like,
know
you
about that.
remember-
I know what you're talking about. It was always Soul Calibur who did it. And I loved how they did that because it made you feel special. Like Xbox got Spawn that one time. Nintendo got Zelda, and you guys got Hayachi from Tekken. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if they're going to do that since it's a Tekken property and not Soul Calibur. That would be kind of unique and cool to see. Like, maybe they make a special character for each one of the consoles. I'd be down for something like that. Also announced that Xbox's E3 conference was X Play Anywhere, where you can play on Xbox and PC. You buy one copy of the game and you can play it on all platforms. You don't have to anymore buy a PC or a laptop version of the game on Steam or here or there. You buy the disc at home for your Xbox, or you buy it here or there, and it'll work on both avenues of approach for your gaming love and passion. Just don't get your passion all over your screen, because trust me, you don't want to clean that up afterwards.
Now, does it save, like, if I'm playing on PC and I'm level 15 and I go over to my Xbox, am I going to be level 15, or do they not know yet?
I did not hear anything about that, but knowing that they have that whole iCloud system in play, it probably will. Since they've been using that for playing the backwards capability games, and then of course playing your save files over at your friends' houses through Xbox Ones, they'll probably incorporate the iCloud, most likely. Also, something that I was interested in, I've left out a few things that weren't, to me and most of the people on this show of ours, wouldn't be interested in, but there is one, since I know Carmageddon loves her Elite controller. Now they have a controller program where you can make your own controllers. So that seems to be pretty interesting. You can completely design out your own controller, make it the way you want and love, and there you go. Of course, you'll be $8 out of money, but yeah.
I would spend all over again the same $200 to have a white controller covered in zombie blood and like caution tape, just zombie it out. I would pay good money for that one.
See, I was checking out the program, and they didn't have anything like that on their quick to make one. Hold on. On their quick to make page on their Xbox One, I just went to the fast quick app one of that. But I bet there's going to be one. They just announced it and launched the program. But I bet you there's a super customizable version of it. I just went to their quick, easy to do one. So you can probably do it. Just I'm telling you about the quick one and what I saw and what they said.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything? Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna say. I know I saw it in my Xbox feed the other day. But I didn't I clicked on it, and since I was on my phone, like it didn't open it, of course, because Apple hates me. But
yes, it does. Well,
my phone thinks I'm Link and all this other crap. But
Apple's very passive aggressive.
So passive. But no, I was like, man, I would really like to get like an Elite controller customized, because that would be really fun.
I personally am excited for the new Tekken 7.
Oh, hell yes.
I know that for competitions and stuff, they're still going with Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Instead of using 7 for all tournaments, because 7 won't have a tag option for fighting other people.
Yeah, which sucks. They could have added that in. It's still looking like it's going to shape up to be a really good game. And I mean, how many fighting games do we have on the Xbox? Not really that many. We have Mortal Kombat X and anything else, really? No.
Street Fighter's coming.
Thank God, at least we'll get a more full version of it than what PlayStation did when they first got it. Dear God, that game was lacking everything. Everything was a patch. But yeah, Sea of Thieves, just to incorporate what she was saying, Sea of Thieves is a very first-person pirate game where you actually get to play with a lot of your friends on it. I don't know if it's going to be open-worldly, but you can definitely travel around. They showed them checking out islands, ship-to-ship combat, and it's really... And the style of it is, I don't want to say comic booky, but it's Rare, and Rare knows how to do their own unique style of art for their games, and it looks very beautiful and bright and vivid colors and really fun and imaginative. So I really can't wait to get my hands onto that one. That's one I'm definitely looking forward to. I see you, man. You got anything?
I was wondering if the Forza was going to appear on Xbox One too, because I know Gran Turismo is going to be for PlayStation 4 and Xbox. So I was just wondering if Forza was going to make their appearance over there as well.
Forza already has one out right now on Xbox, and actually, if you had Fallout 4, we just got a free code few weeks back to actually get one of the burnt out cars that's in Fallout as a car for that. They're actually releasing a NASCAR pack now for Forza. They had Indy cars and now they're going NASCAR.
And see, I was just wondering about the as far as like racing games with Xbox, because I know on my original Xbox I had Forza, and that was like the only thing I liked to play racing games on, because I don't like playing it on PC because you have to have the freaking either the joystick or the actual wheel and pedals, and it gets so annoying. And I don't know. I played it on racing games on PlayStation. That's where Gran Turismo was the first game I played, and it's just I don't know. I like the feel of an Xbox controller better with racing games. I feel like it works for me better.
Well, see, and I'm with you in that category. Like, I really PlayStation controller. No matter how times I play it, and I've been playing it since PlayStation 1. I just forget where all the buttons are. It's just hard for me to. I don't know what it is about that controller. It's not my kind of controller. It's definitely. I wish you could play the Xbox controller on a PlayStation. It's better to me for fighting games, definitely for shooters. In racing games, I would definitely agree with you. And I think Forza, I like Gran Turismo, don't get me wrong, but I think Forza is the superior racing game. And they've been doing a lot with it lately.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I just felt like Forza as a whole was a better racing game than Gran Turismo, even though they're trying to release this sport for PS4 and Xbox and everything. But I don't know. I don't dig fucking Gran Turismo like I used to when I was younger.
I actually have a cousin who's a hardcore fucking mechanic. Loves cars. He actually works at the track here in Indianapolis at the Indy 500. And the only reason why he buys an Xbox every single year is for the Forza game. And that's it. Sometimes he'll play Halo, but that's it. It's either Forza all the time or Halo once in a blue moon, and that's it. That tells you how much of a good racing game it is, because he's played all the rest from growing up in Gran Turismo. But to him, nothing holds a candle to what Forza can do.
Pole position.
Look at my pole position.
And we're back to this again.
Every time.
No, come on.
Never
Anybody
fails.
else? No, it doesn't never fail. It's always right.
You were talking about the customizable controllers with Xbox One and stuff like that. I dig the idea. I really do. I like the idea of a customizable controller instead of having to pay some guy somewhere and then maybe never see your controller again because he's like, oh, I got 700 controllers now. People pay me to customize them. They'll never get them back. But with that, now you can go in, you can customize it to have it look however you want with the Elite and whatnot. Do we know what the return time is for those controllers, or like when they'll be shipped out to you, how long it takes? Like, because I don't want to be sitting there expecting my controller where, the girl is oddly placed on there where each joystick just happens to be a breast. And if where, fucking Xbox joysticks are, just got to be sitting on there kind of funny and never get my controller. So people look down and be like, am I player two? Yeah, you're you get that one. I get this nice one over here. So I was just wondering how long would that take?
Well, right now they're taking pre-orders for it, and I think the first batch of shipments ship in September, actually. So it's going to be a little while to get those first batches out, but they're coming. If Justin gets his controller, I think he might become very inappropriately.
Hey, only half the buttons stick on my fucking keyboard right now anyway. That's because I spilt a soda.
The fuck?
Okay.
No, but in all honesty, though, my 4-year-old decided to dump like a whole fucking Mountain Dew on my keyboard the other day.
Oh, I feel for you.
I had to take it apart and clean it and pray to God that it wasn't sticky when I put it back together, because all the keys that are sticky are all the ones I need to play any game.
Yeah, I don't know. You only play PC. That would fuck a major ball. Anybody else have anything to add on that, or are we done with this one?